one of the roads could be T, if you wish. And so that option is now there. Still not sure exactly when I'll put redeems back, but sometime, like I said, probably in 2026, early on. Probably once I get through Lunar on the Silver Star Harmony on the PlayStation Portable, I think we'll be able to put that back on. Trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. The only other thing I didn't mention last stream is that I did play the Dragon Quest One HD remaster, the HD 2D one, because I bought the 1 and 2 collection. And I will say, after absolutely panning and destroying 3, as far as like absolutely hating that experience, 1 I gave a 90 score to. It's a shame it was an off-stream game because I loved almost every minute of it. It's probably the best one-character solo RPG I can think of out of any. It absolutely elevates the experience of playing the original to levels I just don't think it had any business to be that high doing, but it succeeded. It didn't have an overly large world map like 3 did. It actually had things happen in towns. It was just a really good game. And 2 is a slog. So we will see how I feel about 2. Probably still higher than 3, but that is an off-stream experience right now as it stands. Let's pick up the 3DS so we can boot up the game. And I should probably switch over to scene 1 and go ahead and connect the capture card wire back into my computer. That way that little white outline of the 3DS capture can populate. There we go. And so Trials and Tribulations, let's continue. From chapter start. From chapter start. We didn't start a chapter though. What are they talking about? We were about to pick one, but oh, okay. The time was 1 a.m. Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. Beep, 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 beep. Detective, we've made it! What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh, you said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check? You'll be quizzed in that combination later, I'm sure. Ah! We've been had! Mask to mask. Salutations. Out front, guards, turn on the searchlights! Ah. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ah, excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, it was still him. I thought it was someone was like derisively mocking the laugh. It turns out it was only me doing that. October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are... Ha, don't be silly. I'm talking about me and... Pearlie, of course. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this, some kind of poster? Oh, it's... it's what we broke. It's what Pearl broke in the second game. Crane Village? Isn't that? That's right, it's our hometown, Pearlie and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Haha, very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Crane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but... The promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Same Maya, different day. Thank you, Running Wild Video. Good to see you. It's been a while since I've streamed, and consequently, been a while since I've seen you. Your game, like I said in the message underneath below, I still have Curse of Darkness queued up and ready to go whenever I do my redeems again. In fact, it's actually within arm's reach of me. So, Curse of Darkness is here. I still have you planned to play in 2026, haven't forgotten, but I had to take some me time for a bit, and I am back and ready to go. But good to see you again. Hope you've been playing some good games lately yourself. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then... Okay, I was confused when he said 2 years ago, because I was thinking because of sentence structure he was referring to Mia, and I'm like, no, you met Mia a little longer than 2 years ago, buddy. But now I understand. Been busy with Xenogears. Well, Xenogears will do that to you. That is a game that is definitely due for a repeat. It has been over 20 years since I've played Xenogears, but it will probably... It's just one of those games I've always been afraid to touch because I know it's going to take forever, and I know it's going to be a time commitment, but I know it's going to be good and worth it. Oh, I've yet to play Thousand Arms. It's been all on my list. I've played Wild Arms, but not Thousand Arms. I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Faye, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Karain Village is the home of the mysterious Karain channeling technique. So they're only explaining this backstory for the biggest bombshell to drop. The person that was in the case in Case 1 will have died in prison. And then we're gonna spirit channel her through Pearls, and then we're gonna spirit channel Mia through Maya, and they're gonna meet again, and they're gonna have this this crazy clash of the ages. Probably not going to do that, but I wouldn't put anything past the writing at this point. Like, anything could happen. It is so exciting playing Phoenix Wright because of it. And Maya here is the daughter of the Crane School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Earth to Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster added to the court record. I think that's the document that had the poster from earlier. 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor Main Exhibit Hall. Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. This is probably not going to bode well for Detective Gumshoe, because the start of this entire chapter was something being stolen, and so he's probably going to get the earful a bit because of it. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have dusty old hanging scrolls that was in the Fey Manor storeroom. Yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. What, a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. All right, I guess we should go and say hello. All right, we are playing again. We are in field mode, so we'll go to the basement warehouse to start off with. We have Burr. I don't know what that is. Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, all right. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Oh. Hi, no hard feelings about the last case. Good evening. It's good to see you again. It's Adrian Andrews. For those who don't remember her, we kind of dragged her through a lot of nonsense last time. You. I know you. Haha. Nice to see you again too, little miss. Ah, hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearlie? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for the treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Alright. Just to rub the experience of last time in her face. Attorney badge. I owe a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the only reason that I'm still here today. Oh, come on now. That's not true. I think what Nick means to say is it wasn't thanks to the badge, it was thanks to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I know that's what you were thinking. No way, Maya. We do have the Magatama, so we know that that's gonna be we're gonna have to do Psyche Locks again. Unless they're gonna do something different with it. Adrian Andrews? It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you spazzing out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Okay, so we have confirmation about how much further in time this is. Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life, but not your glasses to contacts. I think that would have been better so they'd stop exploding on you. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. Lordly Taylor. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearl? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what is with that face she's making? So we have court records, so profiles. We will be able to see Adrian Andrews to age 24, head of planning, promotion, security of the Treasures of Crane exhibit. And then there's Pearl, Maya's cousin and channeling prodigy, his amazing, powerful spiritual abilities. Maya's 19, my assistant and a disciple of the Crane tradition of spiritual channeling. Mia is deceased, Maya's older sister and my eternal mentor in life and law. Passed away 2 years ago. And then Phoenix Wright, hey, that's me. Me, what more can I say? This is my 3rd year as a young but skilled lawyer. He's got confidence now. That's good. We have actual growth here. And now, I think... Is there anything else we can examine here before we hit the move function? We have Burr. It looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the Burr. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something. I kinda doubt it. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it said spaghetti. Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Is it Wilbur? This computer looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. I'm sure that's going to be important when this case kicks off. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. So it's like case 3 of game 1. I see, that's some pretty high-tech stuff. Oh, that absolutely. We have organic organization. Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Ami, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Ami Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Ami Faye's golden statue added to the court record. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me, how should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the crane Shichichito. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, phooey. I wanted to cut something. Why are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine, it sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Haha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs then? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that she'd become unhappy. That would never happen. That the very next day, something terrible would happen. October 12th, 10:09 a.m., Wright & Co. offices. My goodness, it's the very next day. Nick, this is terrible! What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hits the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask. Mask the Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by the phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lordly Taylor, you don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask to Mask. Our most valuable treasure, the Korean sacred urn, was stolen. What? Sacred urn. Refresh my memory a little. What's the sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Crane Village. That's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. I am Sam. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul, namely the soul of Mystic Ami Faye, the founder of the Crane's channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes. That's right. Hold up. I was wondering when she'd noticed. I thought the urn had the name Ami written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well... There are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Crane Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn. It turned out to be an important clue in that case. Sacred urn added to the court record. What to do? Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I... Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure's been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how. The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Crane School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. This has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask the Mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask the Mask. Last year's incident. It was terrible. I was arrested and everything. One year ago, the murder in Crane Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Ami on it. Until Pearl's accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Ami, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. Present. Sacred Urn. Is this thing really all that valuable? Looks kinda, well, junky if you ask me. But it's got the soul of Mystic Ami, the founder of our channeling technique. So how much do you think you could get for it? What? Sell the sacred... that was weird. That was really weird. My computer made like a... It almost sounded like a blue screen of death noise. Am I still here? Am I here? Am I spirited away like Ami? Okay. Yeah, that was if you've ever had like a stream or something running in the background or a video and then it has like the stutter right before your whole computer crashes, that is what I heard. It went like basically the sound you just do not want to hear a computer make. Anyway, we're almost needing to do the Karain channeling technique on my computer. Not good to hear that. This computer is not even that old. And I have only used it for streaming, so it's not like I've dumped a bunch of stuff on it. It made it on stream too. I don't know why, but like my camera and everything froze too. We will watch out for that. In the meantime, let me close out of a couple of things, like my playlist from earlier. We'll close out of that. Okay. Well, that'll be fun for the VOD, I guess. I'm surprised OBS didn't crash. I thought for sure it would. If the stream started, it would have crashed it. Anyway, sell the sacred urn. You know I never thought about that. Hey, Pearly, make a note of that. Ways to save money. Tip 109. Sell treasures whenever possible. Whenever possible. Check. Somehow, I think Maya's going to be searching for a buyer for a long time. No, she's going to be searching for a burger for a long time, because we're not going to feed her. Ami Faye's golden statue. Present. You know, even I didn't know the statue existed until a little while ago. Didn't Adrian say it's from a Faye branch family's training hall or something? Yes, there are actually a lot of training halls scattered all over the country, hidden away deep in desolate mountains. Why does it always have to be desolate mountains? Just like, oh my goodness, Kodocha. It's just like Kodocha, whenever they were filming that mansion movie. Anyway. Main exhibition hall. October 12th, Lordly Taylor Main Exhibition Hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything that's been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. I had a feeling it was, like, just the way that it had the snap effect, I knew exactly what voice to read it in before it came up. Because that is such a Gumshoe sound. Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no. Not him again. He was You were friends with him, I thought. Maybe. It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here any? All right, we got it. Why don't you kiss and make up already? Hello, it's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to try and remember it right. And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, good to see you again, too, I guess. We missed his eyebrows. What happened? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name, atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Master Mask. I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sorta kinda owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. That scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He sells one case and gets a swelled head, thinking that he's an ace detective. More like ace defective. An ace detective? Is it Meekins? Who is it? So why do you call him an ace detective? Oh, it's probably the person that's on the cover. Maybe, I don't know. That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen goods from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down on the basement warehouse, huh? Master Mask? Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Master Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Master Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lord Lee Taylor had only cooperated, it could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. Calling card. So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's the mark on the front? That's Master Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this album. Add it to the court record. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. So let's take a look at it. To security at... Oh, we don't actually get to see the emblem. We just read it. To security at Lord Lee Taylor, I'll be coming to purloin the most priceless works of art at the display in your Treasures of Crane exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Master Mask. Okay, it's just the mask that you see in Super Mario Bros. 2, basically. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Thanks, I guess. Okay, let's present some information before we go downstairs. The calling card. Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal? Does the thief ever send these to the police? No, always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though. That's not what happened this time, you mean? You got that right, pal. Listen up. If you guys ever get one of these calling cards, I want you to come to us right away. Got me? Yeah, sure. They're gonna steal that shiny toilet that he's been polishing back at the office. To be honest, pal, there's something that bugs me. What's that? All the other items that were stolen by Master Mask were ones even I had heard of. They were all world-famous treasures. The Tear of Emanon or the Crown of Bongara. The Sacred Urn of Karain is famous too. Right, Pearly? Of course, everyone in Karain Village knows about it. Sounds like we've got an unpredictable thief on our hands. The golden statue is going to be the last thing I ask about before I give the detective badge, and then, or the attorney badge will continue. Shockstorm, welcome. Hope you're doing well. What have you been up to lately as far as what games are you playing? I'm still working on Dragon Quest II. I got access to Mercy, so that's about as far as I'm at. I'm still very, very much waiting for the magic key, which I'm convinced I'm never going to see. Now they've got me rhyming like the mermaids. Sorry, pal. I didn't get much sleep last night. My brain's not really working right. Somehow I don't think sleep would really fix the problem. Hey, keep it down. He might have really good hearing for all you know, and might get mad if he heard. I can hear everything you're saying, pal. Attorney badge. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a suave police badge, pal. Dragon Quest 3 HD, 1 and 2 HD, and then actually I was Sophie DX, and recently playing through Super Metroid, now playing through Octopath 0. So you've had a busy itinerary of games. Octopath 0, you know, it's tough because all I've heard is Zoltan's perspective and Alex's. I have not heard or seen or followed anybody else. Are you enjoying 0, or do you agree with them that there's a number of problems? Because I have fallen off the Octo wagon after 1. I'm like, that is a lot of gameplay, a little too much gameplay for an RPG for me. I haven't played Super Metroid in forever. We're back in the basement warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air-conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zivari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong? Yikes! That's scary! How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me. I get it, it's look at me. Luke Atme. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Mackenzie, welcome. Octopath Travel Length versus DQ7. Yeah, but even in that particular instance, Blonde Kaiji, even in that instance, I would probably still do Dragon Quest 7, or at least be incentivized to play a different version of 7. I don't know if I'd play the PlayStation 1 version again. That is probably, I feel like I either want to do the reimagined, or I'd want to do like the, I believe it's the DS it was released on, not the 3DS. Octo 2 you liked, some of the dungeons were kind of small, didn't like having to separately level the characters. 0, you stay with the same group of characters the entire game, so no having to separately level them. That's a huge plus, because especially in 1 where you have to, with the final boss being like a 2-phase, every fighter is relevant, and you had to separately grind certain characters that did not level up at the same rate. So it seems like it solves that problem, but yet it still somehow manages to be an extremely long game somehow. Seem a bit bigger in Octopath Zero as well. So far, it's a lot of fun. Altair BDX was really good. Dragon Quest 1 was okay. Remake was excellent. Okay, so you flip-flopped my opinion. So far, I think 2 is okay and 1 was excellent. 1 is a game I've never been that sucked in to like a world or a setting before. Just something about having a solo character rather than having like a solo character like in 3 where you could recruit a bunch of people. I didn't really like that system much, but 1 I thought like had the perfect world. It was fun to walk around. Like you could go like anywhere you wanted in theory, and like pretty early on. It was great. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm Maya Fey. Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium, Ace Apprentice. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Ace Detective. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me! I'm Master Mask's arch enemy, the Ace Detective. Look at me! At this moment, there are 2 mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Magina, to the crime scene, and I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People of the Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Mask to mask. Digimon Story, Time Stranger, or Dragon Quest 2 or Octo 2 is RPG of the Year for you personally. I tell you there could be RPG of the Year for 23.5. Just have to play through it. Okay, yeah, I haven't, that one I have not heard. It sounds like a name that if you repeated it several times, or said it backwards, like one of the leprechauns would go, disappear. So, as far as Digimon Story Time Strangers, I've heard good things about it, and I've seen it, I just haven't fully committed or decided to play it myself. So far, RPG of the Year for me is Dragon Quest 1 HD 2D. Lunar HD Remaster would technically be cheating, just because it's not really its own original game. It's just the complete sped up with a new voice cast. I don't really think that's deserving of taking the award because of that. Even though I really like the speed toggle, it really helped tremendously with those games, and I love the voices. They did a good job voicing the characters in the remaster. Tell us what you know about Master Mask, and keep it simple, please, said Maya before I accidentally pressed A, thinking I already said it. Like about how I have to devote my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of the store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever the mask goes, you will find me laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like the mask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. This time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. The night of the crime. Oh, it's part of that series. Yeah, that series I've never touched. It's, I'm very, there's a lot of games I'll just never touch because Mainly just because of my own little heebie-jeebies of being like, if I have to play this game, then I have to play all the games in the series, and I'm afraid to start something and then have like 20 games on my plate to eventually play, and I need to chill out. They're games. I just have to chill out when I'm doing it. But do I like item creation, creating super powerful weapons and armor in RPG games, the fun series? I liked it to the extent in Dark Cloud 1, because it was fun to craft in that, but not quite to the extent of Dark Cloud 2, where it felt like I was having to do it constantly to be able to get anywhere. But I don't know how I feel about item crafting that much. I'd have to see it for what it is to really get a sense for it. There's so few games where I just like am religiously trying to item craft that I don't have any frame of reference as to whether I'd like it. I know some of the Dragon Quest games some of them had the alchemy pot, but I don't know if that's really the same. And like Dragon Quest 11 had the forge, but I don't know. I don't know. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago, and it was 10 days ago that we received mass-to-mass calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. The calling card arrived, right? Yes, so ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse, and waited for him, alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You've got a lot of nerve, after all it was you that let Damask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Corn-sealed? Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That statue moved, didn't it? That statue wasn't there before. It was, I think it was a little bit jutted out, right? It was like more centered, I think near the ORNG rather than tucked in the corner. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though on one came through, what? So you're saying that even though on one came through those doors last night. Oh, I'd have to remember the previous sentence, but that doesn't read right. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. Our precious urn still somehow vanishes from under your nose. That's just not possible. My Ace Attorney badge? I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest save that of finding evidence against my arch rival. Nah, it's okay. Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style. A piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? Let's break confidentiality about the calling card already. Master calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Sorry, Gumshoe. Quite impressive, but I was nothing less from my arch rival. I was surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us. Ever. Well, Sir Lawyer? I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure I would say that exact. That's right! We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return them then to my office. To my Office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too. Take me with you, okay? Let's examine the rod here. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shichichito. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword. Wasn't Mystic Ami holding it last night and Mystic Ami's position moved? Ah. Yes, see, I was right. I wasn't losing my mind. It was under the ORNG. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean that night someone used it somehow. Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme smashed mask to mask with it. Like this! Youch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head. My hair! Shishishito has been added to the court record. We've got a box, which we'll definitely check out. That pathetic-looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it! Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on here. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manor, so there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Mass to Mass had taken the box, too. Let's check the statue out and comment on its appearance being moved, I guess. The statue of Mystic Ami is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright & Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick? I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Mystic Ami. Was this where it was last night? Ah? I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved from the night of the crime. And the golden statue was updated in the court record because of it. We'll check the purple thing out in a moment. Octopath 0 and Mega Man 02. Lots of zeros. Which if it is not about 0, maybe Prime 4, with many people saying it's massively disappointed them in some incredibly questionable ways they designed parts of the game. I think the most questionable part is that it's Metroid Prime 4, and 4 is not a prime number. Just saying. Let's see. Been waiting to play it for forever. I wanted to play it, so you might as well buy it and play through it and see for yourself. But you're heavily debating on whether to wait for a discounted sale price. Yeah, I would think that, I don't know, does Nintendo do much in the way of discounts, especially on, like, main IPs? I don't really think they do. Have they really been known for that? I think, like, other parties they would, but, like, I would imagine, like, Super Mario Odyssey, even throughout the entire life of the Switch, has been, like, its original $49.99 price. I just don't see them discounting it. It just doesn't seem like a Nintendo thing to do. At least from my experience with the Switch shop and everything else. Those titles will always be, like the Marios, the Zeldas, they're always going to be full MSRP. I don't think they're ever going to really discount them. Unless somebody knows a time they did discount them in the past and I'm just lying out. But I don't know. Hikaru, welcome. Good to see you as well, and thank you for the bloppers. I see what you did there. That's very clever, and I enjoy people that are clever. That was very, very good. And so Shockstorm and Hikaru Bear Kidney, we have a good crew today, and Running Wild Vidya has been here earlier as well. And Vikensel, and let's go ahead and let's take a look at what's going on in the purple slime. I have no plans to get Metroid Prime 4. I never played the other games, so I don't really have an interest in it. I played Super Metroid, and that was it. I never even played the original. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed the color of this outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. How did it go unnoticed? Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. Oh, we're not gonna add anything to the court record. We're just gonna, okay. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. You can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Okay, so these paint cans in the corner I can't do anything with. I wonder if that's everything. We'll present the Shishito. Sorry, pal. I didn't get much sleep last night, and my brain's not really working right, so I don't think sleep would fix that problem. Hey, keep it down. He might have really good hearing. Okay, so it's the same time as last time. So we don't have anything else. So Luke at me is age 34, younger than me. An ace detective has great powers of deduction, yet rarely makes sense. And Mask to Mask, a flashing thief steals valuable works of art, sends a calling card before a heist. And then there's Dick Gumshoe, age 32, a homicide detective at the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. So that's everybody new. Are we done here? I wonder if we're done. Yeah, so there's the At Me Detective Agency. This is a detective agency? It looks more like the set of some B-grade horror movie. Hello? Is anyone here? It looks like nobody's home. What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento. Don't you dare, Maya. Guess we'll have to try back later. The desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. No, 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 not carbon. Oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Oh? Well, there are always alternative theories, I guess. I guess I'm not sneezing. I have no idea. I thought I was going to sneeze more. If by alternative theories you mean the ones you make up inside of that head of yours. That's one impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books. My Life as an Ace Detective? Unabridged edition by Luke at Me? Ace Detective? Hey, he even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies. Ah, would you look at that? There's a little Luke at Me doll at the helm. How cute. There's a microscope here, too. I wonder if he was researching something. The glass slides have different names on them. This one says, At Me virus. It kills colds good. This guy is just dying to make a name for himself, huh? It's getting kind of irritating, actually. What a creepy painting. It's like he's looking right at me. Maybe we should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I could even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet. I think I'd prefer something a bit more dignified. Look at this phonograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Hey, Nick, what's this thing here? It's called a gramophone. Okay, well, that's less fun to rhyme. In the old days, people used them to listen to music. You can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. I guess we're done. I guess we're going back to, what are we going back to do? Okay, sorry, there was a little bit of an audio hiccup there. What do you think about this? What about it, Pearly? I'm not certain. What do you think, Mr. Nick? Maybe 3 heads aren't better than 1. Okay, clearly I missed something. I just have to figure out what. Oh man, it could be like literally anything. Okay, we did the big door comment already. This looks like everything, even around the area surrounding the door, counts. How about this? No clues there. Anything new to say about the computer? Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find the last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask the Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Unless that went off twice and then the other one was somehow expunged, like case 3 of game 1. Camera data added to the court record. So this is probably for Dick Gumshoe. Once at 1 a.m. The crime, I thought they said the heist took place at 1:30. I'm thinking is what they said. I did not write it down. Probably should have. Let's move to main exhibition hall. Oh, Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Beep. Hello, Phoenix, Wright here. Oh, it's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yup, I finally caught him, lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Or are you saying... You captured Mask the Mask? Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered. But I still got him! Mask the Mask surrendered? That's great! So we can come and pick up the sacred urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What? Something wrong? Do you think you could swing by the detention center sometime? Detention center? He wants to talk to you. Mask the Mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon. Beep. Detention center, huh? Alright, let's do it. So we have to go through here. Yeah, it's just like the other games. You have to go back to our headquarters, and then we go back to the detention center. So, visitor's room. Hey pal, welcome to the detention center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep, after all, we got masked. Right, but, so where's the sacred urn? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. You know, he's right, Nick. He is. If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please, don't just ignore me. Who are you? I'm Mask the Mask. Okay. Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Rhonda Leach, the famous Mask the Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Alright. Standard attorney greeting. Present the badge. What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. Well, the thing is, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. Why is the text faded? It's not just my, it's not just the console lighting. It is the actual game itself. It's gonna be the thing for Phoenix Wright streams. I think it's appropriate for that. I don't think it's gonna be the main thing for every stream. Funnily enough, I worked from home today and I did not have to do any camera hearings or face-to-face meetings. So I'm actually dressed better for my streaming than I was for my actual work for the day. So how screwed up is that? Pretty screwed up. I didn't really catch that. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. So let's talk first. So you're the Mask the Mask guy? Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes, and sort of no. If you know what I mean. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really meant to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled Mask the Mask. It's actually Mask Star the Mask. I can't talk like Makaro from Puyo, or I would be able to say it. Hey! Hi there! Yeah, what's this guy? What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling, you know that much. I have no excuse on non-work days from now on, I suppose that's true. Don't do that. Don't look at me like that! I don't need your pity! And a major crybaby, too. So, why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt, am I right? Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes, what is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? Sacred urn first. Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what he just said, especially the last part. Okay, so it's trailing off. It was hard to tell, textually what he was doing. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. I will. I promise. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn, right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already, just tell it to her straight. Please, please don't yell at me. We already know, we know what we're going through this nonsense because it's gonna be a psyche lock situation. I mean, they're really telegraphing it here. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it. Okay, maybe it's not gonna be a okay, maybe it's not gonna be. What? Lost it? What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, no. Maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it, like I said. These things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know? What? You forgot our sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute, you went on a train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting. Are you really sure this creep is Mask the Mask? Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. Who is Desi? So who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that. I guess she must be his wife. I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout? Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to see my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Palpepe. 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick. To Mask the Mask hideout. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Calling card? Oh, that's Mask the Mask calling card. Don't you mean your calling card? Pretty nice looking, huh? He looks so happy. I'm not very good at writing, you see, so I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard. Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business. I'm really sorry I caused you so much trouble. If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place. But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. That's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasures feel the same. He sure seems sorry. Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart? Okay, so he has nothing to say about the golden statue. I think we are gonna go to the hideout then. Is that next? The Mask's hideout? Mask the Mask's hideout. Wow, check this place out. No doubt about it, this is Mask the Mask's hideout, alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desiree Delight? That's right, I'm Desiree. Ah! Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us that you wanted us to stop by. I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome. Did she really call me Nicky Boy? Ron Delight? About your husband. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit. By the way, didn't you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now. Remind me not to watch that channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Huh? But are you saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Desiree Delight? Me, I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line. You know what I mean? Well, I think that depends on how you write it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie's incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife. So where does Mr. Delight get all of his money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. Security guard, huh? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. The night of the crime. Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. And the camera went off at 1. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night. Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes, anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. So what do you know about this? No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret. Don't you remember we were able to show at least 2 other people that emblem? Why is this the hill you're dying on? Top secret, don't you remember? Oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did. Ooh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Ooh, that's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really, that's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lordly Taylor with these types of things. Maya looks so happy. She's lit up like a 1,000-watt bulb. Terrific. Count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh? Oh, yeah. Ha ha ha. Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. Attorney badge. Would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. Okay, so it's the same thing as the other one. Okay, so forget the camera data. What else can we do? Present the treasure exhibit poster? No, it's just gonna keep going back into that loop. I guess I can present profiles as well. Mr. Light, you must know, right, about your husband and Mask to Mask? Mask to Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep. What? Huh? Biggest fan? Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. Did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask to Mask. What? What are you talking about? Well, that was a good thing to present it then. Delusions. So when did Ron first become Mask to Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Mask to Mask. Huh? But wait a second. Look around this room. This place is obviously a Mask to Mask hideout. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures? But Mask to Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't masked to mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you didn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody frame my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss Delight. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Desiree's letter has been added to the court. Alright, I'm going to take a quick save because I have not saved this entire time, and in case something goes horrifically wrong. I am getting a little bit restless, so I think it's about time to take our first break. That and the fact that I'm just waiting for something to happen. There's just so much exposition right now that I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop and be interesting. So let me go ahead and get you all hydrated, and I will be right back. All right, we're ready to proceed. I'm gonna have a lot less hair, not the next stream on Thursday, but the stream after that Tuesday of next week, because I am in desperate need of a haircut, because it is getting way too clumped. Back to the detention center we go. Present the letter. Apparently contains something important. Oh, that's right. Here, this is from your wife. No, from Desi? Thank you. Letter given to Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He He's clutching onto that letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out. He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer? Yes? And the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? Our trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be our lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? Oh, yeah, because Maya's pissed off that he stole from her. We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this masked guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading. Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Take his case or refuse his case? Have we refused anybody's case? Not really. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief. But I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever. Wah! The Pearly? Wait, this is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you? And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. I think I'm going to cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get the show on the road. I guess we have no choice. So, I guess we're going back to the attorney office now. Wright & Co. law offices. Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back. Oh, hey, Pearls, you're back too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it. That didn't take long. She's over it now. Easy to beat. Hey, Pearls? It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Mr. Do we don't need a flashback. It literally just happened. Did we miss something? Seems really oddly paced to do that. Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls? Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. Hey, it's okay, I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. Pearl. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Crane Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Hey, Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and I. Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Crane Village custom, sorta. Custom? There are hardly any men in Crane Village. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited, except the one that died. That I'm pretty sure I told you about a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. Yeah, you did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Crane Village kinda revolves around its women. Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh? Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father? He's gone. He left the village when she was very young. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to seeing things like that. Maya. Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is... Oh, yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me too. Maya. My mother's gone too. Maya's mother. So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Fay, the current master of the crane channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Mystic Maya, master of the crane technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fey main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around in the office. Yeah, I know. But first I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick? Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearls, I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick? Yes? From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. Oh, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing. Well, I'm going out now for a little bit. Huh? Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm going to show you I can be useful too, by finding some evidence. Hey, wait a... she sure runs fast. Nick, let's back off and give her some space, okay? Yeah. So now what? Do we go back to Atme? Do we go back to the site? Okay, not Atme. They did say go out and go investigate, but I'm like, that's what we've been doing. All case, all day. Lordly Taylor main exhibition hall. Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn. Please, calm down. What's wrong? It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I can make you another urn. Let me guess, they found the urn, but it looks she doesn't know it's already broken? Question mark. Hold on, just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down, and talk to us. Forgive me, forgive me. I like how we're not asking about any of those problems and are just saying calling card in this. So when did you get the calling card from Mask to Mask? Let's see. Exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Atme to help with security? Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Mask to Mask than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. So that's why there are security cameras, even in the basement warehouse. Yes, Lordly Taylor is very serious about the security measures. Well, of course, my initial impression is that Atme is the individual that did it. Like, obviously, he's Mask the Mask. And the funny part is our front profile. It's a front profile because if it was a side profile, we'd see the honker. But I don't know what the twist. Obviously, there's going to be like 1 or 20 billion different twists. My conclusion might ultimately be correct as to who the villain is, because I think it's fairly obvious. But I don't know what the twist is going to be yet. It was their way of saying, "Bring it on" to any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it last night, and even left with a nice souvenir. Security. Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Ami. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Atme. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Karain. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was actually Mask the Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. So let's present the urn. Because she was freaking out about it. Miss Andrews? I know. It's all my fault. But what's done is done. I'll make it up by making a new urn for you. I'm just wasting my time. She's too far gone. Camera? Data, maybe? Okay, so... Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything. Now, at least. Okay, maybe we are meant to do something else. What am I missing? The calling card? No. Oh boy. What do I even do? I don't think I was really given any hints as to what I need to do with her. We were just told to investigate. Do we want to talk about Ron? No, but we can read the description. Ron Delight, excuse me. A young man who turned himself in as Mask the Mask, a bit of a pitiful guy, 23. And then Desiree Delight, Ron Delight's wife, seems to be a very friendly and outgoing lady. I have no clue. Okay, he's back. Good, I was about to say. Abbey Detective Agency. Hello? Well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh! Silence! Precisely as I expected. What is... Zivari? The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct? I think we've already been through this. Ha! So my estimation was correct. Zivari, how truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? I have no idea. I have no idea why we're here. We just came here because we ran out of ideas of where else to go. Night of the crime. You mentioned before that you were on guard all alone last night. Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my archenemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I heard you've been after Mask the Mask since his very first theft. Yes, my dear, I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's Sacred Hall, the crime scene itself. So that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit? I'm pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lord Lee Taylor and set the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. So how did Master Mask manage to steal the urn? That's the million-dollar question. What is Master Mask's modus operandi? Sacred urn. Mr. Atme, did you know about the sacred urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Master Mask. Sacred urn? That has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Master Mask stole this time? I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to the pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude. Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. Oh, that's Phoenix. Damascus MO. There's something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers wandering alone in the dark. Well, I was wondering how Master Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Master Mask. Psyche lock. What the? It's a psyche lock? This is psyche lock. Psyche lock. Hey Nick, what is the psyche lock thing? Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are. What? That Magatama has that kind of power? Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year. Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized Fae family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do. This is the woman that's going to take over the Korean channeling school someday? So how do you do it? How do you break the psyche lock thing? Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret. Cool! I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out. Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. We'll save, not that I think we're going to game over on the very first one, but... And hopefully we have all the information we need. Take that. Take that! Master Mask MO. Detective Atme, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit that crime. Well, now I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse. That much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but this Atme guy is lying through his teeth. I know. I'll show him some proof. Detective Atme, I have proof that someone went through that door last night. Camera data. Take that! There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in the flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Atme, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is why you were trying to hide it. If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. Some reason that he just really wants to keep hidden. And I've got just the piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Master Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at that time was because you were... fast asleep, using the bathroom, unconscious. I'm supposed to know that based off of the evidence that was presented? Oh! Oh, it's gotta be unconscious. I think that I think, like, it's always been, like, a rivalry, and it's basically whichever option is gonna make it seem like someone got the better of him. Fast asleep and using the bathroom, they're basically like, "Yeah, you screwed up," but they're like, it's not like somebody, that's just bad timing. Unconscious means that someone actively beat him. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence! The shishito. That's bent. That's what I put it all together when I said the unconscious option. Detective Atme, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Atme, would be knocked unconscious so easily? This sword proves it. That's... Before the theft, the sword was in the hands of the statue of Ami Fei. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by the sword. Well, detective, what about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. Unlock successful. Damask's MO. I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber. What an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Or maybe they were the statue, like in the movie we watched last weekend. And my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch, he should have his poor head examined. You could say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Shishito updated in the court record. Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? That Atme is the greatest ace detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be mask to mask. Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably mask to mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for such a contingency. Oh. Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold! This is a photo of the dastardly thief, taken by the security camera. That's him! Yeah, that's pretty close to 1 o'clock. Just a minute and 17 seconds shy. The paint was already there. Is it wet or dry or both? Mask to mask, and he's got the box that we saw earlier that has the urn in it. Presumably. Security camera photo added to the court record. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal Mask to Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? The reason? So, what did you mean by that he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. But how would you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever! Look at me! Well, I guess we'd better go take a look, just in case. Back to the hideout we go. And there's the envelope, I see it. Hey, Nick, remember what Detective Atney said? Yeah, so I'm not gonna read what I just read like literally 15 seconds ago. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring 50,000. 50,000? This is a blackmail letter. It sure looks like a major clue, all right. Blackmail letter added to the court record. But from who? Is it his that he drafted, or is it his that he received? I'm assuming he drafted it. I don't know. Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please come on in. I'll make some coffee. Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. I don't yet. Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest. Ah, is it Seymour Butts? It is! Oh, no, it's not. It's you and Maya, too. What a fluke. Ah, Larry. Long time no see. I was to say it's not Seymour Butts. It's Larry. What? You know each other? Nicky boy. Oh, it is Butts! Larry Butts, okay. Why did I think it was wrong? At first I'm like, is it the, Steel Samurai? But then I'm like, no, it's not. He's a little more, stockier. So I should have gone with my initial guess. Nicky boy. Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on? Something? I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this? And married, too? Way to go, dude. I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the Butts. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend. But yeah, we know each other. Hey, man, that wasn't nice. I was your very first client. It's been 25 years since I first met Larry. And what we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the Butts. Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here. So you two are old childhood friends? I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm going to go check on my bike. Nice girl, that Desi. So how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. Larry Butts. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. And what's with these clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Oh, is he one of the security detail that's gonna be? Of course he is. He has to be. How else can he be relevant to this whole thing? Ha. Huh? What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you. Women. I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Well, Benifer. I followed her all the way to Tibet 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom, and my whole life changed. Benifer? Caddy Tom? I never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually. Anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women. They're so... Oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. Why you came here? So what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night when I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Ron's wallet added to the court record. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick, it's not what you're thinking at all. No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Aw, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. So you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? Yeah, security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. Wallet. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right here. It's right there in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. Hey, it's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you were working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Add it to the court record. We are packing tons of stuff already. We haven't even said, first of all, we are almost halfway done with page 2 of our inventory. We have not even set foot in court yet. Oh, we already have this much stuff. Larry at his part-time job, security jobs, company building, night of the crime. Apparently used for building his part-time job. I can't look any deeper to see like this serial number he was talking about. Let's present about the card, since we said we needed to get more information about it. So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card they use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Keycard updated? In what way? Okay, for the office it was. Are we done here with him? What about this? Does anything come to mind? Listen, I'm a security guard. I'm not here to sell you juicy bits of info and chew the fat, man. Funny, you had no qualms about selling samurai dogs just 2 years ago. Let me ask about the, can I guess about the camera data? Nope. Let's ask about Ron. Larry, what about this person? Beats me. Come on. What the? All of a sudden he's got nothing to say? Larry Butts, my friend. I've known this trouble magnet ever since grade school, age 25. That Desi is one awesome lady, alright. But it's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time. A long time, huh? Yeah, well, except for what I feel for you, Maya. I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore. Master, I just thought of something. What if it's actually a hot chick under that costume? Forget about it, it's a guy, trust me. Man, you're killing my buzz, dude. Boy, talk about someone who has a one-track mind. Okay, well, let's talk about... Whoa! Who is this? Come on, man, don't hold out on me. Forget about it, it's on a need-to-know basis and you don't need to know. Hey now, I thought we were pals. I got a major thing for girls with black sleeveless shirts and glasses. How do you know that? And if they have an orange-colored memo pad, I really lose my cool. He has to be making that up. He can't really know Adrian. Can he? I think... Unless we present the wallet. Does he have anything to say about the wallet? You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious. You know what I was interested in. Mask the Mask doesn't look out. He's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. Hey. Um, detention. Are we ready for the detention center? Are we done here? We are not done here. What else? What was the... So we were told to get... Oh man, it's just been going from place to place. I don't even remember what brought us to this area to begin with. Why did I go back? I can't even remember why we returned in the first place. To even see Seymour. I chose the wrong place. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit restless. This is not the most engaging start. I don't mind if they do this, but space it all out a little bit better with like Cord in the middle, but like having it be strictly this long is taxing. Very, very taxing. Okay. Have I played the Danganronpa games? I have not played any of them, actually. Unfortunately, I was spoiled on, I think, the ending of one of them. But, I have never played them myself. I don't even know how many there are. I'm assuming quite a number of them. Okay, what am I actually meant to do next for my story trigger advancement? If only I could just remember what I did right before this point. Do we need to go back with me with the blackmail letter? I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest in saying, okay. Keycard? Oh, the picture. Oh, he doesn't want to talk about the picture. Do I give it to Adrian? At this point, I'm a little bit lost as to where to go and what to do. Larry, this is one of the treasures from Crane Village. Be serious, Nick. I couldn't care less about Mystic Mumbo Jumbo stuff. Ah, of course Maya's a different story. Talk about your mixed messages. Tay, welcome! How have I been enjoying this episode so far? Well, first of all, I hope that the Pokemon Day went well. Second of all, it is slow to get off the ground. We have not even gotten in court yet. Right now, I have just gotten the blackmail letter out of the hideout from Mask to Mask. And I've also met Larry Butts again. And I'm struggling figuring out where I actually need to go and what I need to do. It hasn't been that long that I've been kind of stuck in limbo here, but I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going. But overall, I feel like I've been stuck here for a while, just overall in examine mode in a lot of different places. I need courtroom action. My lawyer blood craves it. So we'll have to see if we get that. Because right now I have no idea where to go. I may just have to just bite the bullet and just present everything to Larry. I don't know of anything else I can do at this point. Appreciate it. I really do. I'm sorry, I'm stuck. He didn't have anything. Sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card I used at the building I work in, according to the serial. Yeah, so he gave us the CEO information already. And this is him refusing to give it to us. We talked about the wallet. We talked about the blackmail letter. I gave him the security camera photo. Camera data he refused. He will not care about the Shishichito. The urn? No. Attorney badge? Agatama. Yes, so I showed him the security, I showed him the blackmail letter. Hey Larry, what about this? What, if you've got something to say, then say it already. Oh wait, did I not? How did I not show him it? I guess I didn't show him the blackmail letter. Well, shame on me. No wonder I was stuck. I must have assumed early on I did. A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? Well, I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000? I don't have that kind of money. No. You don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Oh, no wonder I gave him the letter first. Whew. Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I've got a part-time job at KB Security. What? Sounds like you should really find out some more about this KB Security company. Now. Tell me. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here, then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes. Anyway, how far away is the company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. If Ron Delight was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa. Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Oh, Nick, your phone! Hello? Is this the Wright residence? Ah, Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. Me too. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearlie, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always said Safari when he's excited. Look at me, ace detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. All right. I'm a little scared. All right. Let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounded like a real cutie. Another one of your, special friends? Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry? That's right. You're gonna have to stew in it. Meanwhile, we have to go back to Atme Detective Agency. There's a bag on the table that was not there before. Ah, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya. Pearlie. I never thought I'd see the two of you again. Thanks so much for the helpful hint, Tay. That was... I can't believe I didn't know. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last? Now that you mention it. Very conspicuous bag on the table. This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. $50,000 in cash, perhaps? Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open up the private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true, and truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth. Is it the urn? Well, hello there. Eek! He's here! What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Zavari. Shall we say that figurative? Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime. Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's gonna be really exciting. Tomorrow's trial. What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, look at me, will take the stand. And then, Zavari, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. Conspirators? You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. What are you talking about? Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is... Got it? Godot? God, I don't know how to say it. But that's who they are. Got it? The masked identity first, then we'll talk about got it. You have taken the slept down the path of foolishness. To try and defend a career criminal deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is the mask. My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Godot. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I guess. Oh, I get it, because he's probably the person who's wearing that visor. I don't know what to call it on the cover of the game, right? If I had to guess. So I'm guessing maybe it's supposed to be like a bot, like a god robot, Godot. I don't know. Godot works for me. It's actually more fun to say than Godot. It sounds god-awful to say Godot. Times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. Who is this Godot person? It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Do you have a yeah. Oh, yeah, them saying "but in heaven" means that it's supposed to be said God, but I'm not gonna say Godot. I can say Godot. No, I'm just gonna say Godot. That's easier for me, and we're probably more pleasant on the ears. It is pretty. Yes, I agree. It is pretty goofy. But okay, so he is on the cover. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Prosecutor. But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot. It's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. Yes, but I like your pronunciation more, and I'm rendering it the correct way to say it. I'm rendering judgment right now. We're gonna drop the confetti because it made my ruling. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in the country. And you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the look at me of the prosecutor's office. Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong? Godot. Okay. Yeah. I see. That works. Yeah. So I agree. That seems to be the correct way to say it. But I guess it's just it has God in it. But you don't have to pronounce it God. You can pronounce it Godot. I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Looks like we're done investigating for the day. Thank you for saying that. Sir Lawyer, the stage has been set, and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This'll be one tough trial. It was tough to even get to it! We finally were able to do it. I definitely want to continue onward. I'm dying to get to the trial portion. But I do think a break is warranted, so I will take another break, and I shall return in just a moment. Let me go ahead and hydrate everybody else, and I will be right back to get back to defendant lobby number 4. Whoa, yes, so redeemed tea time. Okay, maple cream oolong? All right, so let me go ahead and just hit the button over here to start that. Set it to, I believe I think 195 will be just fine, temperature-wise. I could probably, let's see, anywhere between, yeah, about 195 will do it. Okay, and I'll just have that cooking on in the background. We'll have the kettle get to work over there. Yes, the machine is in the room itself. And so that way, I could just have tea here. It's gonna be great. That's the whole reason I had that emote is that I wanted to make sure that the tea kettle was working. It was descaled, ready to go. Yeah, nope, I don't have to leave the room again. I would not have made that if that was something I'd have to leave the room to make. Since this doubles as an office setting for me as well, I wanted to have something that I could refill it as I do my calls and hearings and everything else. Ms., welcome. And yes, we're playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Not an RPG, but a very, very engrossing. I love the courtroom setting so much in this game. Yeah, maple cream oolong sounds cute, and I have the bag over there. My cup is over there on the side, so I'll just fill it with leaves when the electric kettle is done. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be in sync with Godot soon enough. Hopefully I will be. Certainly, it's gonna be a lot easier to have access to hot water if I need to when it's here in the room with me. What Pokemon was it today for Pokemon Day? Although I assume every day is a Pokemon Day when you're playing Pokemon Go, but I'm wondering what the theme was. Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, look at this! I bought this mass-to-mass publicity photo. You bought that? Where? From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Mass-to-mass publicity photo stuck onto the court record. Come on, I'm guilty! Throw the book at me! Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it! Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me, me, me! Okay, well, Miss, sorry to spoil that he did it. Man, now you're never gonna be able to play this game. I'm sorry. But no, not a problem. I completely understand. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty much a heavy spoiler playthrough because I'm gonna completely read all the dialogue and explain my thought process along the way. So, yeah, there's no real way around it. This stream is gonna involve me spoiling you. So, he's at it again. I set the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please? Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is, Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. The sacred urn is under his wheelchair. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It worked in the second game that way. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. October 13th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 6. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you just say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. He's the one that Detective Abney was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha, none. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask? In a court of law? Ha, don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. They're kidding me. This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? Yes, the fake face that Wright's making. Welcome, Suitcase. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo. It's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? Are you familiar with the fact that I have my tea ready? I will be over there pouring it and write this back in a moment. No, I mean, like, yeah, Gobo, I mean, it rhymes with Godot. It's the absolute correct thing to, I mean, so I think your interpretation of how to pronounce it is correct. I mean, based off of that. Yeah, I mean, because initially it was like the game seemed like it was going against it, like with the whole God thing. They want to say like Godo or God or something, but this one seems to be like Gobo. And here's the maple cream oolong tea. As you can see, it's crudely labeled. Unfortunately, I don't remember where I got it from because it's crudely labeled, but that's what I'll be drinking for the remainder of the stream. And there's plenty of hot water. It stays heated. It kind of continues to heat it for like the next 30 minutes, but then after that, it's going to be like another 30 minutes until it gets cold enough to not really be able to brew anymore. So it'll be hot for an hour, which is plenty of time. All right. Thank you very much. Good pick, Tay. It does match the tea talk, doesn't it? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. All right, witness. First, let's hear about it. Even the judge isn't getting to call him by his name. What you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Mask the Mask's crimes. Mask the Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master, sir. It fits his MO to a T. Or Mott. Yeah, surely he's nicer. You know, I'm sure underneath that robot mask exterior, there's another robot mask exterior beneath it. He's wearing a mask over his mask. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot, you? We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Don't mind if I do. I'll join him. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. He's dripping. He is. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if only somebody if we had waited like 10 minutes to like redeem tea time for like this exact moment, I would have laughed. Very well. It's only coffee after all. Yeah, he's making a very good first impression. It's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. Master Mask crimes. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? I have to wonder what his objection sounds like. Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zavari, author on thieves. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butter fingers. Press harder. I could finish this trial tonight, by the way. There's no second day. Okay, that's definitely nice to know. I don't even have a case tomorrow myself until like 11 a.m., so I can actually run long if I need to. That's the good news. Somebody knows nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Safari, do you? Who is this person, Safari? He sounds German. His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is playing with me, even now. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crimes. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real? Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask's emblem. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Wow, it looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces, and that's where I guess we're gonna present the urn. Art pieces? Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Emanon. What's that, some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir. It's a blue diamond, a single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bangara, you know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Magina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Magina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have had some underworld connections. Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging around in the underworld. That's why we're sure it was Master Master. It fits his MO to a T, so it's either that one or this one that we present. Probably this one. I'll press this and then it'll present the urn. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so since this robbery seemed to fit all those conditions, that's right, it means that Master Mask is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone a connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. So let's go back to our text over here. Precious art pieces, and then present the sacred urn. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not that kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Damask? Fake Damask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lord Taylor that night was actually a fake. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. It looks like I'm going to have to prove it. All right. That's where we have to have the ID. There's a number of things I can actually present. That might actually work. I need proof that the person at Lord Taylor the night was in fact fake Damask. Well, it would have to be, that we're not even talking about our client yet, so I don't think that would matter. So someone imitating? Let me check that with the treasure poster. No, wrong thing. Oh, okay, I guess that's the only photo we have of him, so I can't compare it to anything else. Yeah. So where is the poster? I'm trying to figure out where it was. I'm like, I could have sworn she gave me one. Am I supposed? Because there's no costume differences I can point out right now. Oh wait, that's the publicity photo. That's right. That's what I was looking for. Okay, let me see. I'm probably missing something very obvious. Oh, do they just want proof that the person was actually there? So they just want me to present this? Am I making it too complicated? The proof is right here. Okay, I was making the question way too complicated. I thought I was okay. This looks like a photo. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Ha. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Yes, what is it? What's peculiar about it, other than the fact that... You mean the paint? The hat. Is there something off about the hat? I mean, obviously he has the bag. Gloves. Gloves are in. I'm making this way too hard. Oh, he's carrying... Oh, there's no bag. He's carrying the item instead of putting it in his bag. So, that's the problem. Yes, right before you posted it, I'm like, oh yeah. It's funny that he's carrying this item under his arm. Carrying under his arm. Carrying. Yeah, like... Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. It would be the box. It's right here. No, it is. Is that what was so peculiar? Ha. The place that you're pointing to is all wrong. What do you mean? The only thing peculiar in this courtroom is on top of your head. Nick, are you going to let him get away with making fun of your hair? Yes, at least until I know we can't use it. Do I have to point to like his missing back? Oh, it's not? Okay. At least until I know I can't use his goggles to fry me or something. Well, anyway, there is a strange spot in this photo. Ha, still haven't given up? So what is it then? Use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. It's right here. Okay. So, what am I missing from the costume? He has his coat on? Does he have his coat? Is it the little skull thing? The little skull thing on the part under his neck? Oh yeah, it's missing that little mask face. It is missing the mask face. Okay. So I was thinking it was the bag. I thought that was part of his costume. Alright. Alright, strange spot. present right over here. It's right here, of course. You mean mask to mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest. A breach? Here, bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once. The bailiff is getting a lot of work done lately. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the mask in the security camera photo. Ah, he has no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as some... Phoenix, you weren't supposed to let that slip! You idiot, you dunderhead! But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask is a fake. I've been fooled again? Order. It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how? How could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... It's never gonna not make me smile when that happens. Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ha. The brooch you're talking about? Do you mean this? Ah, that's Master Mac's brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? He must mean the Ami Faye statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. This guy is one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints. What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Damask brooch has been added to the court record. Ha. You mess with Godot, you gotta go. That's what he's gonna say. And you get burned. Okay. Not quite as good as mine, but he's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance. Huh? One second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Safari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Ha, not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look at Me, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime you were all alone on security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. I don't know, the value of Gumshoe is rapidly dwindling as the games progress, so who knows? Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Oh no, I wasn't gonna say it, but he went and said it. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. What I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening. Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We're not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the King of Thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch-enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. What I witnessed. So, it was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date change, press. So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it. Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that he never saw him at the crime scene. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure on your pigeony head, that is. In any case, that's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Dancingly descended? From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It could only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby W A stunts. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all that I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good, then let's continue with the testimony. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Well, case 1, game 2. Well, yes, actually, by a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out, and you lost your memory, too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory is because I have more brains to begin with. He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. About this 30 minutes, my silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So, what happened during those 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Atney. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? Yeah, which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Send it upon me. Let's take a look. It's been a while since I've looked. Yeah, so... I mean, if he was at the computer, he would have seen the entry. Also, the other thing is the glaring piece of evidence is going to be the security camera photo that shows a minute and 17 seconds before him entering. And welcome back, Hikaru. Welcome home. Hope you had a safe travel. Yeah, so 5843. Oh, it's not it. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction. Apparently, it does not clearly. Right evidence, wrong time? Maybe? No brownie points. Yeah, he said, okay. Just after the date change, so he said approximately. About that clear hit. I, apparently don't know what it is. Move the night of the crime. Oh. Okay, but what do I do with the statue? I mean, part of me wants to say that the brooch being torn off was part of the fight, but I'm confused because his brooch was already torn off before he entered? If I'm trying to understand the chronology here, is that what's being implied? That he entered in with it already torn off? I mean, I could present the brooch, but he found it in the gallery. But is when he was leaving? Oh, I thought it was when he was coming. Okay, well that's important. I thought anytime anybody... Okay, so was that the exit? Okay, that's not the entrance, it's an exit. Okay, well that changes everything. I had the entire series of events backwards in my head. Mr. Ratney. That's why I was confused. Like, why did he enter with the button already torn off, the brooch already torn off? I'm like, that makes no sense. Could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask the Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Master's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Ah, we could only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I could think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night, you, Detective Atme. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. No. Wait just a moment, Sir Oldtimer. No, get off the bench. You and your Kaiji nose are out of here. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Atme, agree completely. Fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atme cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Fight with the thief. It's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I'd gone to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? That's enough about the sensor, about the computer. About the sensor... What kind of sensors are you talking about? Okay. There are other places in the basement that somehow could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat-detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordly Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment. Huh. That cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer? I don't know yet. Go back. Press about the other thing. Tell me about the computer. About the computer? So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer? However, Luke at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. What does that mean, discombobulated? Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway? Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Lucathi, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from that statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Thank you, Tay. Just like the other attorneys in the courtroom, we've got to mirror them. Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shishishito. So the thief armed himself with a sword? And what about yourself, witness? A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Master Mask. This guy is a real piece of work. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. Powericious? I assumed the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? How many games on the 3DO did you end up playing, Alex? I know you beat Guardian War the other day. You'll leave me to the VOD. Okay, yeah, I'll check the VOD out later. If you're using all caps with the win, I'm guessing it's probably Cosmic Fantasy 3. But I'll take a look later whenever I'm done. So, leave it, you were blinded, at me fighting style, blinded. Let's try asking that. So was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman. That statue of Ami Faye, I'm guessing? Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This Luke at me guy, he's definitely hiding something. This is where we talk about the fact that the statue was moved. Yeah, it'll probably be a while. I kind of intend to go a bit long on this case. I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out tonight. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. Let's get back over here. So obviously I need to talk about the statue being moved, but I'll just have to figure out where. Because it was moved on the night. So this is the one that they said... I messed... Oh, that's correct. You're right. I did miss the second verb. I forgot. Yeah, I just missed it. It's so comical. I didn't even check it. And you're right. I absolutely forgot about it. At me fighting style? What is this at me fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the at me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about the testimony? It was very important. Oh, it was apparently the most important. Of course, important. We've learned the detective's secret technique, after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness. We'll go on ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. Okay, so now I should be able to... Yeah, this is important because the blow was to the back of his head. And that's the part that we need. It has nothing to do with the statue location yet. That's later. Where's this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Sir Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. So Mr. Abbey got hit on the forehead then? That's what he says. I've got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. What do you think, Nick? Well, there's absolutely one thing I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah, what is it? This Luke at me guy? He's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Alright, let's expose this defective for who he really is. And I went too far. Screwed up. I pressed it too many times. Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. Objection. But there's his objection. To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on, it's just not as pretty as that. Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Yes, time for me to turn things around. Okay, this isn't gonna work. It would have worked. It would have been funny if I wasn't cable and restricted, but okay. Just pretend I spun around 180 degrees and laugh uproariously. Let's continue. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that... Yeah, Mr. Atme is back. I mean, I knew from the moment I saw the guy, it was him. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Mask to Mask. Yeah. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? I just want to take a look at the publicity photo. See, they always have the photo front-ended so you don't see the honker. That's the trick. That's the trick. So that's why I'm like, I mean, if it was a side profile, we'd all know. We'd all know who it was. There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask. Ugh. But Mr. Wright, This photo, it clearly shows Mask the Mask. I'm gonna fill up my teacup. Be right back. Just a couple of steps away. Still piping hot. But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask the Mask. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed as the thief and stole the urn. So the ace detective is actually an ace thief? Is this true, witness? Oh my goodness, Spampton. Geez, Spampton face. Damas MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atme, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I'm impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, when you assume the thief's identity... Godot blend number 102. My personal favorite. Mr. Godot! The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. Yes, I didn't, like, connect it at all, but when he did that, like, dramatic jerking of, like, I wonder if in some way Toby might have been inspired by him. I don't know. That's definitely an erratic movement. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly! Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you all right, Nick? I don't know. Yeah, Von Karma, the big thing was like his crash out. That was incredible at the end, just banging his head against that side and just going rah, and just having like the demonic everything. But Von Karma whipping everything like Jezebel from Pokemon. I don't know. I mean, she was definitely a good rival. I did like her curtsy, and yeah, he was a scary. Oh, okay, yeah, he was a great scary lawyer. I agree with you. Like, oh, yeah, Francisca, like, yeah, she was like whipping everything. Yeah, it was like a little too silly. The launching of the coffee and then him lamenting the coffee that he sacrificed is very good. I'm liking him a lot. If nothing else, this case is very, very good at establishing him. I'm not sure if I'm feeling much out of this case, though. This it doesn't seem to be doing anything particularly interesting plot-wise that I've noticed, other than introduce him and Larry Butts for all the Larry Butts fans that are all going having soy faces since the first game. Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can, but can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Sir Luke Atme is in fact Mask the Mask is... Oh, it's the urn. We actually can't. It's the urn that... obviously, the bag that he had in his office has the urn in it. I have to answer yet to be found, I would think. I'll check my evidence one last time, but I don't think we actually have it. I think the only solution... Yeah, there's nothing here that ties it yet. It's yet to be found. It's the urn. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Ha, just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. Assume the at-me fighting stance, quick. It seems that the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness is lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then... Who? Is it, our defendant? Oh, it's, his wife. It's close. Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss Delight, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. Yeah! Yeah, give me the urn. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well? Not quite. Not quite it. The paint. The paint. The paint. The chemicals in his office. There's paint fragments. There was paint on the ground. Oh, he was trying to mend the cracks. He was trying to fix it. That's... Sacred urn. Nick, it's the urn! Except this is where we have the photo, the exhibit. Order. You, madame, we have this, which actually shows the I am Sam, urn that we actually have. You, madame, that urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants, ace detective. Look at me. Oh, Desi, you're the best. Sacred urn updated in the court record. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are going to have a hard time wheezing out of this one.
Objection!
Ha, pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, the man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved? Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes. What about it? There's gotta be there's gotta be more here. We have a wallet, we have the key card, we have, like, the ransom blackmail note. There's a lot of things we haven't connected yet. Ha, how charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy you've been a witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Miss Delight. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense to these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually the Atme Detective Agency. Show fingerprints on the urn. Testify about what I saw. I can't prove anything yet? Well, there's the paint chips that are on it that match what's in the area. Oh, in the agency. Prove that it was in the agency. Okay, so it's not prove that it was originally taken from there, but prove that it was actually the Acme Detective Agency. Well, we can't prove... Yeah, I mean, I don't want to prove anything yet. I don't think I do. Yes, I do. Oh! That is big brain. I love it. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Nick, what are you going to do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Ami must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday, and there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Well, that's enough of a dead giveaway hint. The fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. So what's all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Ratme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey, Nick, come on, open it up! Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the back at that time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office.
Objection!
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Yeah, because of the other thing, because we've failed with the Korean area before. Of course it does. What did you say? Not when I said it's what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, then she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Acme Detective Agency. This blend, good old blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Order, order, order. I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I finally broken him down. I can't not think Spamton. I'm so brain rotted from Deltarune. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. Around town, perhaps? This Gly is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask to Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Hee hee. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmy's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. Not really, but I'll take it. I can't perilously post it for besmirching the record of an innocent young man. It doesn't seem like it. This can't be it. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Somebody object. Okay. You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief has always been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but... The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass, Judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Is this blend number 108? What are we on now? Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Ha. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir? If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are a mask to mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'd be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to this fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail. I swear. Okay then. Talk. We're all listening. Oh well. Let's all have a listen to this confession. The identity. This is where we're gonna use the identity card, the license, the to impeach his timing of being there, and then the actual blackmail note. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. That's the part we press. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. They love that phrase. Look, you can see me right here in this photo. That's me! As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and got torn off. That's all. Yeah, it's very, very cute. I don't like the direction this trial is taken. But this is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Ha. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, all right? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Okay. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. All right, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. The cute little head tilt is really good. Believe me, I've got my reasons. But the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. Press harder. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, If there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic. So you do have a complicated family situation after all. All right, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask the Mask, can you? Let me just make sure I have the right information here. Yeah. It'd be the wallet. I'm pretty sure. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know that you're the real Mask the Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy? Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim, for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Mask the Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. You've got no alibi? I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? Yeah, so they're giving a ton of hints. If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... you think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi? Yes, I have evidence. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I can't wait to be this confident and get it wrong. So let's do this first. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see what this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime.
Take that!
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Ah, yes, it does. I'd lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night. No! So if the defendant was at the KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. All right, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? And he's showing the KB card. The key card to KB Security CEO office. No. Ha. That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. This stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Light went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that night. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring 50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, that's... What is it? A blackmail letter? That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yes. Basically, it says, bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like a blackmail, all right. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself in KB Security CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. Ugh. No. Just guzzling hot coffee. Order. So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security? It looks like the perfect case for the defense.
Objection.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say that the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company, but did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Bring on the butts. Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There is someone else who could testify. This is the person that could testify that the keycard we used at 1 a.m. that night. Very butts. Who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as the guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is, this key card. Yep, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is used for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this key card's data. They have so many good ideas with them. They're all funny. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of the KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, the card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Keycard updated in the court record? What that means? It can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo. Ha, it looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to go brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Master Mask. Is he going to go on an accomplice theory? What is he going to do now? Is he going to try to blame his wife? What is he gonna do? Good job, you did it, Nick. That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment. Before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Okay, so he's not gonna do anything else. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron DeLight, not guilty. Oh no, all the confetti's gonna get in all the coffee. Court is now adjourned. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 4. I didn't mean to accidentally bang my knee against the table. Sorry about that. Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Light. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, you're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. Youch, she slapped me. Pearly, this woman is Miss Desiree's Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. No, you've got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. Ow, a double slap. It's a Pokemon move. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. So is the fact that the urn has been reshuffled to be Ami not relevant at all? What was the point? I mean, it was fixed. It has pink splotches all over it, which relates to the paint. So is the whole thing about the paint not at all relevant to anything? Why did we spend so much time talking about it? You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is, come on, give the kid some time. He just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered. Cain Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Oh, so he is the now he's going to be the defendant in a new case? The same case? Are we going is case 2 going into overtime? Because if so, it's a perfect time to stop. Body? The estimated time of death is 1 a.m. on October 12th. You did! No, I was about to say this. I mean, like if it wasn't a trick, then this was definitely one of the lowest point cases on the roster. I think it was really good for Godot, but nothing interesting or compelling happened in this case that hasn't already happened in other cases that we've seen in Phoenix, right? There wasn't really anything. Yeah, I did finish this case, but here's a new case. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right. He was at the wrong place at the wrong crime. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know it. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the news that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. An Ibola, if you will. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene with the thief when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. But I am a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? That can't. This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He's not the cowboy from the first game. I can't remember his face that well. But he has that same chill air about him. But it doesn't seem to fit what we're doing. No, but that can't be it either. No, it can't be him. I guess we'll just have to... Yeah, he's not the cowboy. He just reminds me of the, just the same chill vibes. Yeah, he's not the cowboy. I was about to say, the goatee doesn't, like, doesn't quite work. He does look a bit familiar. I don't know why he looks familiar. Who the heck is he? I'm probably just, gaslighting myself into knowing who he is. He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Is that warranted? Is that really? Really? I mean, he threw coffee at you, and I don't know. Well, maybe he'll end up being that way. I don't know if he's the most dangerous enemy yet. I don't think that's deserved. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. You know, it could fade to black and then say, little did I know, he would be the most fearsome enemy, and that'd be fine. I'd have no problem with that. Yeah. It's the laser eyes, that's true. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Yeah, Ronnie! Yeah, I mean, that is definitely interesting. Because, I mean, it's definitely gone beyond the courtroom, and there's like a personal vendetta here. Arrested for murder. On the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? A cliffhanger. That's what's going to happen next. This is you know, I never expected to get through case 2 today anyway. We will absolutely pick this up and probably even finish it on Friday. Excuse me, on Thursday. But let's go ahead and save. And there we go. No peeking. Back to the home menu. But yeah, I appreciate the help, especially getting me out of that rut, which was just me presenting the evidence out of order. I do think the fingerprint twist was nice. I do think that was a good little nugget that I've come to expect from that writing. Godot is a delight to watch. I'm curious what the grudge is, what happened, and why there's a personal vendetta or stake in this. Obviously, there's the mystery of the mask, and I'm a sucker for mysteries. I've enjoyed all of the prosecutors and their interactions with each other so far, and Godot has had a very, very strong start in being interesting. So look forward to playing more. We'll likely complete Chapter 2 on Thursday unless something goes horrifically awry. Especially since I'll be able to run long on Thursday, since Friday is our firm winter retreat. I will not have any work or cases or anything I have to deal with, so stakes are pretty low for running late on a Thursday. So thanks everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and make a light dinner of some kind and probably start winding down the evening. Yes, it's a winter wrap up. And I'm hoping, I don't know whether we'll be able to wrap up the case by the end of the game by the end of the year. I suspect maybe not, but I'll certainly try. If not, it'll certainly be very early January. But tea review. Yes. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So the maple cream oolong tea, it's nice. It's actually quite sweet. There's no sweetener added to it, but there are some chunks of some kind of fruit that's on the surface. I don't know if I can really establish it, but if you see that white little dot in there, that's part of the mix. I did not do a tea review yet. I would say of this particular, again, I have to look to see where I got this from. Because I do not recall. It was received late 24, and I've been kind of working my way through it. It was part of a Christmas gift. I would say for what it is, I would say about a 7.8 out of 10 if we're going to be trying to do some type of a review here. It's a nice flavor. It steeps well for repeated steeps. Um, and I guess it's a good dessert day to kind of unwind the day. It's tough because they're teas I like any time of the day. Like it doesn't matter if it's day, afternoon, night. This is a tea that I really can envision only really drinking in the evening. It's not something I'd want to start my day with. It's not something I'd want to have in the middle of my day. It's something I'd really want to have at the very, very end. I don't know if that makes sense as like any sort of a report or criticism, but it's nice. It was a very, very good pick. It was the perfect time to pick it, and of the ones that are on the list, it probably was a very, very good choice. Um, I think just to keep things, the intrigue going, I'll of course be adding, adjusting, changing teas on the list as time goes on because I will be acquiring teas slowly. Because I've been using this kettle. I mean, I have literally gone through probably over a gallon of water today. Just across the morning, afternoon, and that's re-steeping the same tea. I don't want people to think I've got a million milligrams of caffeine coursing through my veins. It's usually just re-steeping certain teas to the point of absurdity before it ends. But yeah, it's a very good evening tea, so I'd recommend it for an evening tea. I would say if you're curious, try it. I'm not sure where would be the best place to get it, but it's definitely a nice flavor. I'm not sure what to make of the floating things on top of it. I typically don't try to eat them. I think they're just nice little accompaniments, but the tea itself is nice. But yes, I'll try to have some sort of. You're right. I should like if I'm gonna have this whole tea redeem thing and try the tea. I should talk about the tea in some way, shape, or form, and I'll start doing that. But thanks everybody for stopping by. I will be back Thursday. We will conclude the case and then acquit him of murder, and then he'll be find himself in double murder. It just keeps getting worse. Probably not that, although I don't know if we're just going to keep getting this guy into successively worse trouble as the game continues. But thanks, everybody, and have a wonderful night.